terror in Jammu and Kashmir. An encounter is currently underway in Kupwara. The encounter began after search operations, and currently we're told there are about 2 to 3 terrorists who are trapped in the area. So higher-ups in the police confirming that an encounter is currently underway in Kupwara district, and security forces had credible intel about the movement of at least 2 to 3 terrorists, following which a massive search operation was launched and it is now taking place. Yavar, my colleague, is joining us on the broadcast with the details. Yavar, we're told the encounter is currently underway. What are the details of, we're told the officials had the intel of the movement of a few terrorists, after which a search operation was launched?
Well, exactly, Pratibha. This is a within the early forest range in the Kupwara, Kupwara district, where the security forces had a credible intel that there is a presence of at least 2 to 3 militants in the forest range. Following that, a search operation takes place. In fact, top officials with the joint police also confirmed us that an encounter ensued there. And this is a joint operation being done by the army, the SOG of Joint Police, as well as the CRPF. We have been given the understanding that the operation is still intact in the area. Now remember that the operation comes barely days after the Home Minister gave clear direction to the authorities in the JNK to crash down the terrorism there and to launch a full-fledged operation. So somehow we are witnessing that acting on a specific tip of this operation was launched. And when the security forces had this credible input, they launched a search operation, and that they were approaching towards the suspects for the hiding militants by the contemplating an encounter, and that particular place has been zeroed in. Since this is a forest range, so it will take a bit of a time for the security forces to get any final result. But yes, as I'm speaking to you, the operation is still intact in the area where we're doing the understanding that the drones have been trusted to service. So as a more reinforcement from the army and the JNK police, they have been trusted to service to get this operation done as soon as possible without any damage to the security forces side.
Okay, so Yavar, in Kupwara district specifically, the army has also taken up several anti-terror operations in the past few days as well, where a few terrorists have been gunned down. Take us through the details of the operations that have been carried out by the army in the last few days, where they specifically received intel on the movement of terrorists and have acted on it.
Well, you are right, Pratibha. It's been that over the past few months, there has been a large-scale operation that has been launched in the Kashmir Valley, particularly in the North Kashmir. My wife started with Kupwara because Kupwara lies close to the line of control, and there was a infiltration bids that were attempted in the last year as well, which have been eventually foiled by the security forces. So this is the area we talk about, the terrain, the mountainous range. It is connected to the Kupwara, to the Handwara, to the Bandipura and other places. So this is considerably that these militants who are hiding in the forest might have been infiltrated recently. That's why the security forces, they are on the toes to flush out these militants, because Kupwara has remained the finest route of infiltration, be it the Muscle sector, be it the Karen sector, be it the Kandar sector, or elsewhere. So we are detecting that this operation is taking place. But you are right. This is a place where frequent anti-terror operations were witnessed.
Okay, all right. Yavar, thank you for joining us with those details. We'll come back to you for those updates.